Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the third-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Terrapins will kick this away to get us going. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. Quick throw to the left side. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. It's picked up. This is a live ball here. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the ground, it's McDonald. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Punt over the middle. It's McDonald. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Toss it to the back, running left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Now rolling out to his left. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The sure hands, it's McDonald. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. And they do a good job of it right here.
Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs. More speed on the field, and with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes the jet sweep, trying to run it to the edge. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back's got it again. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down play coming up. Takes the toss and heads left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offense.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
But as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Slides the quick throw. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Edwards. Looks left and finds his target there. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff heading left. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Huskers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll run the option. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, and he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Ball carrier running through tackles. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game.
It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up first and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Huskers. This quarterback on fire today. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback still with the football. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Cornhuskers line it up with first and goal. Off the play fake on first down. The pass is intercepted. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll bring in the jumbo formation as they try for the two-point conversion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. First down here for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. To the air, it's Raiola. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that one is no good. Still a 20-point lead off the miss. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to begin the second half. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Escapes the sack. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. You think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform. Back in the old days, it was that half jersey, right? Guys like Trev Alberts and Broderick Thomas and Terrell Farley in the mid-90s on that national championship team. And Levante David, who's a great pro, but got it all started right there in Lincoln.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. That'll be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job.
Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
With the return, it's Johnson. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The offense trying to build on the momentum after the defense created that safety. Here comes a handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Lose the ball to the 40-yard line.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, that is a great throw, but first, man, let's give all the credit to that offensive line. How long did he have back there in the pocket? Seems like 3 or 4 seconds to be able to navigate and figure out where to go with the ball, and he put it right on the money.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Come on, set. Let's get some yards, boys. On the double. Here we go. Check. Flip.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Hit as he released it. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? To throw, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Huskers. And this one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Powering through. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off with the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Here's another interception. We're losing track. It's a short return to get the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll be brought down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.